Hey guys, interviewing our principal, she did talk about, she did differentiate the instructional supervision approach. She has flexibility with our faculty. Does she use different instructional supervision approaches depending on the teacher you're working with? She said yes. Depending on each teacher has their strengths and their weaknesses. So her approach varies from teacher to teacher. When asked, how do you differentiate instructional supervision? What criteria do you use to determine instructional supervision approach do you use with each teacher? Our principal and my supervisor said when she conferences with the teacher and discusses their perception of their strengths and the weaknesses, she begins walkthroughs. The walkthroughs, it becomes apparent the strengths and the weaknesses each teacher possesses. So, they communicate about their strengths and weaknesses, and then, she goes in just to make sure that they're on the same page of what their pluses and their deltas are. She talks about discussing with each teachers of their areas of improvement and their areas of strength, either or. She says she always includes strengths in every discussion. She talked about nobody wants to always hear the negative, start off positive and then go with areas of their deltas that they need to work with. She also wants to look for ways to encourage the teacher and to provide opportunities for growth through workshops, peer observations, peer coaching. She talked about how does differentiate supervision influence or impact her role as a campus principal. She discussed it allows her to get to know each and every teacher and their teaching style and their strengths and weaknesses. Again, that's what she referred back to. It helps her to continue to grow as an educator by learning and growing with the teacher. It also helps her understand and where to go for the campus culture and things like that. How does differentiated supervision impact our school's culture and climate? That's previously we talked, but on one size fits all is never a good approach. She talked about when it comes to teachers, not a blanket approach is going to work, or a blanket idea or blanket teaching style is going to work. So she has conversations that are individualized, connections and relationships are formed. She went back and talked about our action team, since we are Leader and Meet Campus. And this can go back to the differentiated supervision, can go back into the action teams, and she can differentiate her supervision to assist in our school climate and culture. Let's see. I was not surprised by my principal's response. I have been there quite, I've either observed there or did my student teaching at that campus, so I was aware of some of the similarities and could already answer some of the questions, but because I've been a part of some of the, discussions about, just her supervising me, so that was a, great connection to make there too. Implications does information? Well, the implications that the information I have, it really takes a great foundation and where I see myself as a future school leader. I hope to emulate a lot of similarities that I see with the differentiated supervision that our admin team implements, and how it is different for each supervisor and also different from each teacher. Hopefully taking that forward, I can build upon that and take some of the great strategies that I have learned personally as a teacher to be able to step into that position as a supervisor and assist with my teachers with that as well.